that you observe a particular weakness in him and you call his attention to it, he acknowledged it, he even apologized to you, does not mean that he will change immediately. Do you know what? He has lived with that weakness or with that bad attitude or something for years before you met him. So don't expect him to just change overnight, all because you have come and you have complained. There are there are some things in him that will be able to change immediately, but a lot he may not be able to change a lot, as you know, immediately like that. So that is why you must be able to. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Florence. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. I really appreciate you. And if you're new here, if this is your first time of seeing my face, you're very much welcome. On this channel, I make videos on love life, motherhood, faith, and African food. So if you love such content, then kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you can be notified immediately. You are very much welcome once again. Now, in today's video, I want to continue from where I stopped last week. In the last video concerning things that new bride needs to know. I shared 5 tips with you in the other video, and I didn't want the video to be too long, so I had to stop instead of me sharing 10 tips with you. Now, in today's video, I want to share the remaining 10 things with you. So just grab your tea and enjoy this video. The 6th thing that you need to know as a new bride is invest in time-saving gadgets. Do you know what? As a woman, as a wife, domestic chores can really take a toll on a woman. You know, it can really be time consuming and energy draining. So don't instead of spending money on maybe shoes, bag, trinkets and things like that, try and pull all your money together, to be able to buy time-saving gadgets. Things like microwave, freezer, washing machine, your yam pounder. If you and your husband, you are the pounded yam kind of a person, and all that. So try and invest in time-saving gadgets. Do you know, at some point, I started thinking that, now I know why our great grandparents don't like, spending on the education of the girl child. Because they usually say this, that they know that at the end of the day, she will end up in the kitchen of a particular man at last. Do you understand? Which I quite understand, because do you know what? Domestic chores can really consume, take a woman over, consume all her time and everything. You have to wash, you have to sweep, you have to clean the house, you have to cook, and something about food is that it can really take a lot of time, time consuming and everything. So this gadget will really be of help, in saving you time, in saving you of energy. You won't be stressed out. So it's very important for you to invest in time-saving gadgets as a new bride. Don't wait for your husband to be the only one that will be buying all these gadgets. You are not a guest in that house. You are also, you are a co-partner with him. You are together in that marriage. So don't wait until it's only what your husband buys that you only have in the house. So anything you also have money to buy, get them. Things that will save you of time and energy. Do you know what? If you're able to save yourself some time, that you don't spend all your life, all your time, on domestic chores, on cooking and all that, you'll be able to achieve more feats in life. One thing is that marriage is not the ultimate. It's not that, okay, now that you are now married, you don't need to pursue any career again, you don't need to pursue any greater height again or something. No, marriage is not the ultimate. But you know what? If you're not careful, if you are so consumed with all these domestic chores and everything, you might not have any time or even any thought, to even achieve any other thing in life again. So all these gadgets are very, very important. Now let me quickly explain this to you. While you were still with your parents, probably you and your siblings, you do the you divide the labor, among yourself. This person will sweep, this person will do the cooking, this person will do the washing and things like that. But now you are alone in your own marriage. You have all these things that only you will have to do. So that is why it can be tasking. And this is why all these gadgets are very, very important for you to acquire. As you acquire these gadgets, domestic chores will be so fun and so easy for you. You will enjoy doing them and you'll be able to do everything that you're supposed to do. You know what? Being a bride, now very soon children will start coming in, and you will see that there will be a lot of demand on your time and on your energy, on your attention and everything. And also don't forget that time is life. anything that wastes your time is already wasting your life. So you need to consider all this. It's not time for you to start buying uniform of high price. What your friend wants to get married, or this person wants to get married, that other neighbor wants to bury their aged grandparents or something. Then you start spending money on different uniforms that you might not even need or something. So try and prioritize that, right, and invest your money into things that will make life easy for you, that will make married life easy and fun for you. Number 7 is bulk cook. Now, what does this mean? It means to cook in a very large quantity, and then you keep them, you store them inside the freezer, to be consumed over a long period of time. Now, for example, you prepare maybe soup and stew in a very large quantity, and then you package them inside the freezer to be consumed maybe like over a month. And do you know what that means? It means that you will save a lot of time. So it will just be maybe rice and swallow that you just be cooking later. So you have all the soup in the freezer, the stew, the soup, everything are all inside the freezer. What you need to do is that try and get all these covered plastic plates. The one that is like maybe a little big that if you defrost one per time, the soup can be okay for you and your husband maybe for like 2 or 3 days. So if you get such plastic plates, you just serve those soups inside, and then you now keep them inside the freezer. Now, do you know that this point number 7 is connected to point number 6? Because if you don't have a freezer, then there is no how you can bulk cook. Because you can't bulk cook and then you won't be warming the food every day. It will lose the taste and everything. Then it will even be tedious, and then you waste food. So you need maybe something like a freezer for you to be able to bulk cook effectively. Now, if you want to get the freezer, make sure you get something that is a bit big. Do you understand? So that you'll be able to store fresh food stuff like pepper and tomato in large quantity inside. And then you'll be able to store this cooked food that you have prepared, also the soup and the stew, also inside as well. The thing is, but cooking is so good. It saves you of time, and energy. In fact, days that you are too tired to, when you are back from work and you are so tired, or probably you went somewhere and then came back so late and all that, those food that you have kept inside the freezer will be your saving grace at such moments. Do you understand? So bulk cooking is very, very important for you to try and do in your marriage and all that. Now, I want to quickly mention, I didn't plan to mention it, but let me just mention it because I seem to just mention it briefly the other time. Now, it's good for you to be buying things in bulk from the market, so that you won't have to be going to market every time. One thing about going to market is that it also consumes time and energy as well. So anytime you go to market, try and find out markets that you can buy things in bulk at a very cheap price. There will be markets like that around you. So try and make inquiry from people, people that have been married for years and all that. They will have all those information with them. So ask them, so that you'll be able to get, your things in bulk. Things like tomato, pepper, onion, the yam flour that you're going to be cooking, rice, things like that, food stuff, buy them in bulk. It will be cheaper to save you of money, to save you of time and energy as well. The 8th thing that you need to know as a new bride is dress sexy at home. That is, feed his hungry eyes. Now let me tell you something. Men love to see the nakedness of their wives. I mean, they like to see them, dressed scantily in the house and all that. So feed his hungry eyes. He has gone out, he has seen different people, different women, different ladies in different shapes and sizes, different colors and all that. So let him also, see you when he comes back home. At home now, you're a new bride. The children have not come yet, right? They are still on their way. God is bringing them. So explore this opportunity, make use of this opportunity to dress scantily at home, to feed his hungry eyes. Men are visual and they enjoy it when they see, all the contours, all the shapes of their own wives. Also, when you are going to bed at night, don't be all covered up. You should be able to get, night wears that will be, very revealing, very transparent. Do you understand? Let him see you. Let him see everything that God has, endowed you with. You understand? And let him, be free to touch you, whenever he wants and anywhere he wants. Do you understand? Now, as far as this point is concerned, I don't want to dwell too much on it because I'll be elaborating more on it in my next video that will be purely on sex. So, to cut the long story short, let me just say that try and dress scantily. Don't be all covered up when you are going to bed at night. Number 9. Have a cleaning timetable. Cleanliness is a major virtue in marriage is very, very essential, very, very important. So if you don't have the habits of maintaining a clean environment before, it's not too late. You can cultivate it now. It's very, very important for you to maintain a clean environment in marriage. When people visit you and they meet you in a dirty environment, it will reduce your dignity, with them. Do you understand? And also your husband too won't enjoy, being in a dirty environment as well. Now, this is how to go about it. You will make a timetable of the space or the room that you are going to be cleaning per day. Do you understand? So that it won't be too stress you out, or so that it won't be too cumbersome, too much on you. So make a timetable. Maybe, okay, this particular room you're going to clean it on Monday, this particular room on Tuesday, and all that. That's how to go about it. That's how to make such a timetable. But places like maybe the living room, spaces that people can easily see when they come visiting, those ones should be cleaned on a daily basis. Now, if for one reason or the other you can't do all the cleaning by yourself, or you can't do much cleaning by yourself, and what your husband too is not available to be of help, maybe because of his schedule, or maybe he doesn't really just like doing it, because not all men like doing all the cleaning, things like that. Not all men like it. Now, so if for one reason or the other you can't do it all by yourself or something, then you can get all these people that come in, to clean for you. What's the commercial cleaners? Some of them, what you just do is that you just call them in, they clean for you, you pay them, and they go. So they don't have to live with you or something. And sometimes you also need to give them one thing or the other. It all depends on where you live. You may be in a particular place that probably they have an agency, they have agencies there that you can contact, to be able to get such people to come in and do cleaning for you. Now, the cleaning can be on on a daily basis, or a weekly basis, or monthly basis. It depends on what you need. The 10th thing that you need to know as a new bride is prepare your body for pregnancy. Now, if you and your husband have agreed that, okay, you want to have a baby immediately, because some couple will say, okay, they don't want to have a baby immediately, they want to wait for maybe like maybe a year or something, to get to know each other and all that. Now, if the two of you are ready to have a baby immediately, then you as a woman, you need to prepare your body, for pregnancy. Now, a new life is about to start growing in you. So it's very, very important for you to equip your body in readiness for that new life. You need to prepare your body for it. And one of the ways by which you can do this is by taking a particular medicine called folic acid. Now, a doctor friend of mine told me some time ago that, okay, it's good for that woman to be taking the drug even before you get married. I also got to know about it from a report that from between 2 to 3 months before your wedding, you should have been taking that folic acid, one per day. Do you understand? So that it will have built up so much in your body, because a baby needs it at the very early stage when it is just formed. So it's very good for it to have built up very well, for you to have enough of its quantity in your body system before a conception takes place in your womb. The thing is, what if your conception takes place, on your wedding night? Do you understand? So, you don't have to wait until you are confirmed pregnant before you start taking it. And if you have not been taking it, you can start now. But don't forget, I am not a medical doctor, so you may need to carry your doctor along. Try and discuss with your doctor that, okay, this is what you had, and is it good for you to start doing that, before your conception takes place. That is if you are actually ready to have a baby now. Do you understand? So it's very, very important for you to carry your doctor along, because we all have different body system and all that. So make sure you carry your doctor along, concerning this before you start taking that medicine called folic acid. Another thing under this point is be very careful of what you eat at this time. Be very, very careful. Like street food that are exposed, food that are not well cooked, that you buy outside, things like that. They may introduce germs into your body, and you don't need germs in your body at this time because of the fetus, because of the new baby that will soon be formed inside your womb, because it may affect it. You understand? So try and be very careful. As a woman, you have to be very careful of what you put in, because you are the one that's going to carry that baby, right? So you have to be very careful. So be very, very careful. This is something I want to mention under this point. Be very careful of what you take in, of what you eat at this time. Don't just go and buy one suya somewhere, just take and just anything. You understand? You can still eat suya later, but very careful. I'm not saying you should not buy. So if you are sure that okay, you can buy it in a place that's okay, they have good hygiene and all that fine. So be very careful. Don't just buy food that are not well cooked, that all the germs would have been killed or something. Don't buy things that are exposed, and all that. So be very, very careful, very choosy about what you eat out. If it's not something that you are cooking at home, then be very, very careful of what you eat outside. This is very, very important for you to note. So far I've been able to share all the 10 tips with you now in the 2 videos, and I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things from these videos. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you can be notified immediately. If you have friends that this video can be helpful to, try and share it with them. And don't forget to like this video, it's very important. And let me also know your thoughts concerning these tips in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you again in my next video, bye.